Because of that long history of answering the call to duty, Governor O'Malley and I made a pledge to live up to our sacred obligation that we have to our veterans. During this year's legislative session, we introduced a comprehensive veterans package that included a few things. One, we expanded access to health services for veterans returning from Iraq and Afghanistan. We opened new doors of opportunities for Maryland's veterans, and we plugged the gap left by a broken and dated federal VA system that all too often watches veterans in rural communities fall through the cracks. But let me be clear, it's not because the men and women that work in the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs don't care about veterans, but it's a system that is no longer designed to meet the challenges and the needs of today's veterans and their families. And sure, we can all say that that's a federal government obligation, but rather than point fingers, Governor O'Malley and I, along with the General Assembly, took action. Rolled up our sleeves, and we're going to work instead in partnership with the federal government. So we allocated $2.8 million to expand crisis intervention, improve outreach, and provide direct health-related services to our veterans across Maryland. In addition, a portion of the funds have been used to hire regional resource coordinators who will connect veterans to those services.
The goal is really for them is to work as coordinators. So there'll be an 800 number, and a vet will call and talk to one of them. And then you'll find out what is the need of the vet, what has been the experience of the vet in terms of trying to access services. And then what they'll essentially do is become an advocate for that vet to try and facilitate access to the USVA services. If they can't get them immediately into the USVA services, then what they'll do is look at the public mental health system and get them as quickly as possible into the public mental health system. The goal being, if we can provide services and support for the veteran, that should help them to stabilize, to reintegrate into their marriage, integrate into the community, and decrease some of the problems down the road. Our goal is to help them to do a better job of providing services to veterans.
There's something left on those battlefields that can never be, cannot be codified in numbers or in programs or by a dollar sign. But what is encouraging to me today is to be able to see that we're not left alone.